Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I did a look using Morphe and JACLYN HILL palette Bling Boss. And if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So you can see how beautiful the shades are. So now go straight to the palette, and the first shade that I'll be using is this shade Hush Hush. And I'm just using Morphe M518 brush, but any blending brush will do. So I'm just blending with a wiping motion very close to my eyebrows. So this will be our first transition shade. And because I did swatches with this palette, I think it is way easier to apply those eyeshadows. They blend out way better and there is no patchiness, and so far the shade Hush Hush was blending way better. So now I'm taking the shade Rockstar and I will be applying it just underneath as my second transition shade. So as you can see, I'm just working it in the wipe and chill motion, and I'm just applying it underneath the first shade Hush Hush and really blending both shades together with the same Morphe M518 brush. So now grabbing another blending brush by Morphe from Eyeshadow Collection, and I'm dipping in the shade Hush Hush, and I just want to go above just to blend nicely both shades and to make that shade Hush Hush showing on top. Now I'm taking shade Jam and I will be applying it underneath those two shades and mostly concentrated in my outer corner. And I will be using this Morphe flat brush from Eyeshadow Collection. And I'm starting applying it from my inner corner. And just working my way out to my outer corner. So as you can see, I had to really pack this eyeshadow on in order to get a color payoff. So I'm really packing several layers in order to be bright and vibrant. I didn't wet my brush, so any of eyeshadow applications that I have done so far was a dry eyeshadow application. Now I'm taking blending brush from the Morphe Eyeshadow Collection. You can see that this one is more precise and the tip of it is more pointed. And I'm just taking a little bit of the shade Jam and I'm just blending the edges of that beautiful jam shade so we have a smooth transition. Grabbing the brush M518 that we used previously and just blending the edges again. So I don't have any eyeshadows here, just whatever is left on my brush. Now I'm taking this flat brush again and I want to pack just on the edges so I really can see this gorgeous shade. So now I just finished both eyes with applying that beautiful gem eyeshadow, and I just want to mention that this is the most gorgeous purple eyeshadow that I have ever used. It is so pigmented and you can see how much vibrant this color is. I really like it. So now I'll be taking the shade Bossy and I will be applying it to my lid. And I'm using another brush from the Morphe Eyeshadow Kit, and again I'm applying it as a dry application so I'm not wetting my brush. Just slowly start packing that eyeshadow. So we're kind of doing a soft cut crease. So I'm not using any concealer underneath to cut my crease. I'm just doing it with this brush and just applying my eyeshadow. So you can see I'm kind of leaving a little bit of the purple so you can still see that eyeshadow on top, and just placing this bossy eyeshadow underneath. So if you're intimidated by doing cut creases, I would suggest you to start doing this technique, which is a soft cut crease. It is way easier and it's way harder to mess up. So just grab a right brush so you can see how much it takes of my lid space and just really press it and pack that eyeshadow into your lid. Now I want to go on and wet my brush with a Fix Plus and try on a little bit more with a wet brush. So grabbing my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus and just spraying my brush. And I'm just going on top of the eyeshadows that we apply because I just want to make it more vibrant. And I really like to work the edge like this, kind of like dragging my brush. And you can see I put my hand on my face, so it's way easier and it's more precise. So now I'll be just grabbing this Berry Treasure shade, which is so gorgeous. I just couldn't resist to not use it on my look. And I'll be applying it to my outer corner. So this is what I'm trying to create on my eye, and I don't know why, but I didn't record it all this process, so I'll be just recording it on this eye. So with the Morphe E18 brush, I'm digging into shade Berry Treasures. So I'm just taking this eyeshadow to my outer corner and a little bit blending the edges. So mostly packing it right here. So you can see this shade is mostly black with a hint of the berry glitters in it. I'm just grabbing this Morphe brush that we used to pack our purple eyeshadow. And I'm grabbing a little bit of a shade Jam. And I'm just applying it over here to my eye. But mostly I'm just lightly packing it, so barely touching my eyes with it. Then I'm taking the brush that we used to apply Bossy, and I'm grabbing a little bit of it, and I'm just trying to blend both shades together, so barely touching again my lid. I'm just packing that eyeshadow on the edges of the Jam and Bossy. So now I'm taking shade Pizzazz and I'm just grabbing the Morphe E18 brush and I'm just applying it in between the purple shade and also that Berry Treasures shade. So I really want it to be more fun, and because we're going into fall, I want to make this look more vibrant, more fun. And really, I just want to play with more of the shades. Like, you know, sometimes you grab a palette and you fall in love with some of the shades. And of course, you want to use it in an eyeshadow look. And because I have 4 palettes, I didn't really have time to film a couple of looks with the same palette. I want to do as many shades as I can, especially those that I really love. And I want to do and show you how you can change a look with just different eyeshadows. And I'm just comparing both eyes because I want them to look the same. So I can see that I need to take both a little bit further. Go back with the shade Jam, which is a purple shade, and apply a little bit more. And then again, I'm going with the Bossy. I'm not applying any more eyeshadow, I'm just blending the edges. So now I'm grabbing Morphe Blending Pointy Side Brush, and without any eyeshadows in it, I'll be just blending all of the shades, kind of like going from my outer corner and just blending the edges. So you can see that there was fallout with this eyeshadow, and mostly it was with the shades Jam, Pizzazz and Berry Treasures. So you can see I just did my face and my brows, and now I'll be working on my lower lash line, and then I'll be going and do my lashes, mascara, and we'll be done with this look. And I'm grabbing Mikasa E240 brush, and we're going back to the Bling Boss palette by Morphe and JACLYN HILL. And first of all, I'm taking shade Hush Hush, and I'm just applying it underneath my lower lash line from my inner corner to my outer corner. And I'm kind of connecting my inner corner with my outer corner, so I don't afraid to go lower with this shade. And now I'm grabbing shade Jam, which is a beautiful purple shade, starting from my outer corner, and with the same brush I'm just packing it very close to my lower lash line. So now I'm just grabbing Morphe E18 brush, the brush that we applied all those outer corner shades. So this is a pencil, very dense brush, and I'm digging again into that shade Jam and applying more. I feel I can work with this brush way better and blend that outer corner. And you can see I connected both of the shades together. Now I'm going back with Mikasa E240 brush, and I want to grab a little bit of the Berry Treasure shade and just to pack it to my outer corner. and then blending again both shades together. And now I'm grabbing the same Morphe E18 brush, grabbing shade Pizzazz, and I'm just applying it into the center. So now I'll just go finish up with some falsies and also mascara, and I'll be right back and show you my final look. And also I'll be sharing my first impressions of using Morphe and JACLYN HILL Bling Boss palette. So this is my finished look, and I really hope that you like it. So now let me just share my first impressions about Morphe and JACLYN HILL palette Bling Boss. So first of all, I think if you like rose gold and purpley eyeshadow, you will fall in love with this palette. For many people, this is the most favorite palette of entire The VAULT collection, and I don't blame them. I feel kinda the same. So I do like a lot of shades in this palette. I think it's just stunning, bright, and you can kind of create everyday look with it and also go very bold and bright, what I did today. So now let's talk about blendability and pigmentation. You know that whenever I was using my Dark Magic palette, I was using it for the first time and didn't even touch it, so it was kind of patchy and hard for me to work with. But with this palette, because I did my swatches earlier today, so I already touched eyeshadow, it was way easier to work with. So I want to mention that some of the shades had a fallout, same as with the Dark Magic palette, and also some of the shades were harder to blend, but mostly all of them were very pigmented. And also, if you do take your time and apply a little bit and blend it out and work your way out, you will be able to work with this palette and have stunning color payoff. I can tell you that those purple shade is the best I have ever worked with. So the gem shade, which is a bright purple shade, is just stunning. I have never used this bright purple before, and I love this shade so much. I also think that even though some of the shades sometimes apply very patchy at first, and sometimes when you pack them on, they don't even show up at first, just continue packing them up and they will show. So I did use dry application and also wet my brush with the MAC Fix Plus, and I did like to working with both application because both of them had me a very great color payoff. So I think that this palette is amazing. I would definitely buy it as a single if I would not pick up the VAULT, but I have it and I'm so happy that it is my makeup collection. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!